Hi there. Organization administrators can now integrate their identity provider with Jamf Account for easy SSO access. Once configured, organizations can use this authentication method across all supported Jamf applications. Let's go through a quick overview of how to integrate OneLogin and Jamf Account. After signing in to the OneLogin administration portal, find Applications at the top and click Applications, Add App. Add the application OpenID Connect, OIDC. Since we're connecting this to Jamf Account, we should name the app accordingly. I'm setting the name to Jamf Account and clicking Save. Before we can integrate with Jamf Account, we have a few settings to consider. First, click Configuration. If you want your users to be able to launch Jamf Account from their OneLogin portal, enter the portal URL in the Login URL field. For this example, I'm leaving this field blank. Next, we need to configure the redirect URIs. This URI varies based on region, so be sure to use the URI that matches your region. The post-logout redirect URI is the same for all regions: https://account.jamf.com/logout. Next, click SSO and copy the client ID, client secret, and issuer URL. Store them in a secure area. These values will be used later when we configure Jamf Account. Ensure application type is set to Web, then click Save. With the app created and configured, the last step in OneLogin is to assign users access to our new app. Click Users and then select the users or groups you'd like to assign this app to. For this example, I'm selecting myself so I can test it out before enabling it for the rest of the team. Make sure the checkbox to allow the user to sign in is selected, and if necessary, click Save. Since I have no changes to apply, I'm clicking Cancel here. With the app integration created and a user assigned, let's go to Jamf Account. Click Organization on the left, then click SSO. Before we can create a new connection between OneLogin and Jamf Account, Jamf needs to verify that the OneLogin domain we want to use is actually owned by our organization. To verify this information, click Domains and then click Add a Domain. Enter the name of your OneLogin domain. After clicking Save, a confirmation message is displayed and a unique DNS record is generated. This DNS text record needs to be added to the domain registrar. Each domain registrar is slightly different, so be sure to follow the steps for your specific setup and reach out to your network administrator if you have any questions. Depending on your registrar, this record could take a few minutes to a few hours to be propagated. Once the text record has been added, click Verify to attempt to verify the domain. Because this is only an example, I'm clicking Sandbox Verify so I can continue with the SSO demonstration. But be sure that your domain is verified before moving on. Once verified, go back to SSO on the left side. Click New Connection. Give the connection a name. For clarity, I'm entering OneLogin. Next, populate the required details from the OneLogin OIDC application. This includes the issuer URL, client ID, and client secret. Under Associated Domains, select the Assign checkbox for the OneLogin domain. Finally, under Applications, ensure the checkbox next to Jamf Account is selected. Click Save, and Jamf will save the IDP configuration and verify all the contacts on the account. With everything successfully configured, users now have the option to sign in to Jamf Account with their OneLogin credentials instead of their Jamf ID. If your users are anything like me, they'll appreciate having one fewer password to remember. Please remember that authentication is not authorization. Enabling SSO in Jamf Account does not control roles or privileges for each user, so be sure to also configure permissions in the supported Jamf applications. If you have any questions, be sure to reach out to Jamf support. Thanks for watching.